Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler. You're in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. This one will be fair caught. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. They'll run it here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Catch made on the out route. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Handoff to the single back. A gain of 2 yards, and now it's second down and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Finds an open target on the left side. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
He'll hand it off.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The pass falls incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the right here. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll hand it off. And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The spin move. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel.
Well, when your running game's working like this, especially in the 1st half, it makes everything easier. And after big runs like that, watch for the offense to come back and attack off play action.
That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. On the ground, it's Stewart. He shreds the tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backup.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Third down after that running play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Receiver in motion now. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here the wideout goes in motion. And now the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Inside the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Longhorns offense takes the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He makes the grab. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll test the right side here. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They're 2 for 2 on third down this drive. It's 3rd down and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Tight end goes in motion. On the ground, it's Stewart. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, bringing pressure, looking to scramble. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Defense not pressing this time. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. Ball is free in the backfield. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Now it's 2nd down here. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I'll tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Hands off to the fullback. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. As a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard. And it'll be 4th down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. He missed it. Field goal, no good. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The San Diego State offense back out there. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Handoff here from the shotgun. In the clear at the 25. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And looking to throw now on first down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Just what they wanted. You've got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the catch. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. The quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The Aztecs will line up to kick it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10. You can't do it any better than that. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Off the play fake on first down. Pass rush closing in. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Intercepted in the end zone. He's got some open field ahead. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The Aztecs offense back on the field now. Which offense can get it going first? This one has been a struggle so far. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. On the toss play, runner moving left. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Go at the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
It's a heavy formation, extra blockers on the field. Toss play to the outside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And they'll kick it away here. And the ball rolls dead. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Jukes to get free. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Running past the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Longhorns looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The San Diego State offense on the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Now they'll run it on the toss.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Third down play for this offense. And the single back takes the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And he's out of bounds here on the return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. A gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Got it. Second down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Single back, takes the handoff. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's hit as he throws it. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Wow, you talking about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
Defense is coming after him. He's looking to scramble. A quick juke. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
He'll drop back here on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds a soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Breaking free at the 35. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
It's first and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Aztecs. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. And now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. We'll call for the fair catch here. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops with a 2-minute warning. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, and it's a fumble. Runner falls on the football to prevent the turnover. That could have been disaster. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
What's the next?
On the play.
This defense just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Longhorns looking to cash in this red zone trip. Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Quarterback drops back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
The Aztecs offense back on the field now. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. And the defense takes a timeout to stop the clock with 28 seconds remaining. Second down after that run on the previous play. Gonna run it. It's Stewart. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line. And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
First down here for this offense. Now here's the toss play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but